Hi there, boys and girls. This is Mr. Fox. I'm going to create a screencast, which is a short video on how to create flashcards using Google Spreadsheet. We weren't able to create flashcards in all of my classes in the computer room, so this was a homework assignment. And this video is now being created to help you create that at home if you don't know how to do it. So just follow the video very closely and just listen and pay attention, and this should be a piece of cake. So the first thing that you need to do, boys and girls, is you need to go into your Google Docs home and find the cell organelle flashcards. You created that in class, and if you did not, then what you'll have to do first is go to Create, Spreadsheet, and when you click on the spreadsheet, it'll open up a screen like this. And the first thing you should do is then change the title to Cell Organelle Flashcards. This way you know what the file is called, and if you're looking for the cell organelle flashcards, you'll be able to find them here. Now, once you've done that, you should take your foldable out, the sheet of paper that we filled out with all the different organelle names and all the different functions. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the first two columns, column A and column B. So column A is going to have all of your cell organelles in it. So if we take a look at our foldable, the nucleus would be the first one, then the mitochondria, cell membrane, and we're going to continue down the line until you finish all of them and ending at the central vacuole. Now in column B, what you have to do is you have to write in the functions of each of the cell organelles, such as the nucleus controls the activities of the cell, and also, secondly, and just as important, contains DNA. Your mitochondria produces energy, rich molecules for the cell, and these are called ATP molecules. The cell membrane controls what enters and leaves the cell. So you're going to continue this way all the way down until you finish up writing down the functions for all 10 of your organelles. So I'm going to just jump ahead, and since I've already had this pre-filled out on a different spreadsheet, this is what it's going to look like. As you can see in column A, as I said, are all the organelles, the cell parts that we talked about, or that we're going to talk about, that you did in your activity and filled in on your foldable. And then here we have all of the different functions that each of those organelles have. Once you have that done, all the busy work is finished. That was the hardest part and the longest part, typing in all that information. What you have to do next is just a series of a couple of clicks, and you're going to have some pretty cool, nifty looking flashcards to help you use to study for your quiz on cell organelles. So first thing you want to do is you want to highlight the entire first two columns. So you want to always click at the top on the gray bars here, because that'll select the entire column. So if I click on A up at the top, you'll notice the whole entire column is highlighted. And if I click on B at the top, the whole entire column is highlighted. So you just want to click on A, and while you have the button down, you haven't released it yet, you're going to drag on over and highlight B. So this is going to select all of your organelles and their functions. Next, what you have to do is go to the top of your page and select Insert. When you select Insert, you want to move down your menu until you find the word Gadget and click on Gadget. Now, gadgets are things that can be added inside of the spreadsheet to give some cool effects. But what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for the flashcard gadget. That's simple enough for us. It's simply named and we should be able to find it. So I'm going to take this scroll bar and I'm going to move it down, and you can see all the different types of gadgets that are offered in Google Spreadsheet. Alright, so here's the flashcard gadget, and what I'll then do is click Add to Spreadsheet. I'll give it a title. So I'll title it Cell Organelles because that's what we're doing. I'll click on Apply and Close, and my flashcards pop up on the screen. Now, I personally don't like having my flashcards in a small little box in the middle of my spreadsheet. I like to have it all big so I can see it and have more space, and it just looks nicer to me. So to do that, all you have to do is click on your box, your flashcards here, and then go to the upper left-hand corner. You'll see the word Gadget there. When you find that word Gadget, you'll click on the drop-down menu, and then you're going to move your way down the menu until you get to the bottom where it says Move to Own Sheet. This will then send it to its own page, so you're going to have a nice big set of flashcards. So as I click that, you'll notice that my screen has changed. Now if I'm looking for it and I need to make some edits, at the bottom of your screen you'll see Sheet 1, which has all of your information, and then you'll see Gadget 1, which is your flashcards. Now you might be asking, well, how do I use this? How do I use it for flashcards? Well, they don't look exactly like them, but they work exactly like them. Usually with flashcards, you'll take a look at one side, whether it's the term or the definition, and you try to guess what's on the other side. So classically, or the classical use of flashcards would be to see the term and try to figure out the definition. So I'm going to say nucleus. The nucleus produces proteins. So if I was a student, that's what I'd be thinking if I was unsure. To check my answer, all I would do is click on the answer button. And then the answer would come up, and then I'll see, oh, okay, the nucleus directs the cell activities. So I would read this and try to memorize this, and when I think I have it, I'll click answer again to hide it. Then I'll say nucleus directs the cells, I don't know. So then I would click answer again and see, oh, okay, activities. So it would be the nucleus directs the cell activities. So I would continue to hide it and then recite the definition until I finally got it right. And once I finish doing that, I'll just move down to mitochondria, the next one. So mitochondria, that's the power plant of the cell, so it produces energy. Okay, so the mitochondria produces energy-rich molecules. So I can work on my way down the list, trying to memorize all the different functions of all of the different organelles. Now, the definitions are kind of tough, but you do need to know the names of the organelles. So to help you with that, you can go up to here and click on the option that says Flip Cards. So where we just have our organelles shown and we have to figure out what the answers are, if we flip the cards, we now have to remember what the names of the organelles are. So if you don't want to sit down and write out 10 different index cards, because maybe you type faster than you write, you can do this on Google Spreadsheet, and then this will serve the same purpose. So once you figure all this stuff out and you memorize your terms that go with your definitions, and sometimes perhaps you just get used to the order and you memorize the order. If you want to try a different order, then just go to Shuffle Cards. And as you can see, it'll shuffle the order in which these terms are organized in. And you can keep going until you have them all. So this is how you form your Google Spreadsheet flashcards. And this is what you have to do for tonight. If you have trouble, again, just go back to the video and just follow the video step by step until you get this all completed. I hope this is helpful. It should be. And have fun making your flashcards. Get your fun hats on. Take care, boys and girls.